Hello and welcome back. I have a video this time, nothing to do with Apple CarPlay units. I realise I've reviewed quite a few of those. This time I want to talk about security. The kind folks at LITELOK, kindly sent me one of these, the X1 Moto. So I've been sort of, toying with how to review this. I'm not a security expert by any stretch of the imagination. I did consider trying to do a destructive, review on it. I seem to be good at breaking bikes anyway, but I didn't for two reasons. Number one, John Milbank over at Bennett's Bike Social. I'll stick a link to his video about this. I think when it comes to a destructive attack on it, I don't think I can top his video. He proved that this lock is an absolute beast. It can be cut, but it's not easy. So, and secondly, I want to actually use this and hope that I never have to obviously come back and either find my bike, either gone or that somebody has tried. But at least if they do, I want to know that I have one of either the best or one of the best locks on the market. So I just want to caveat everything I'm going to say with, there is no such thing as an unstealable bike or car. If somebody wants something bad enough, they'll find a way. They'll find a way to either break the security, work around any sort of electronic security, or simply just hoist the bike up and worry about it afterwards. But that doesn't mean as riders we shouldn't do the best that we sort of can to try to mitigate that. So I for many years have been using this, the Oxford Boss disc lock. I don't know how good it is. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there, but it doesn't look very formidable. And after watching John Milbank's video over on Bennett's Bike Social, that sort of gave me the faith that this is really gonna protect my pride and joy. So I think the lock is sold secure diamond status, which I'm not going to lie, I don't know what that means, but I know that is an industry recognized accreditation, and it has incredibly good angle grinder resistance. I think in John's video he used either 3 or 4 discs, might have even been more than that, and that was with a mains powered one. Now, like I said, if people want to steal your bike, they'll find a way. But I would imagine statistically, although you could get 3, 4, 5 sort of burly guys and lift one of these, one of these big R1300GSs up, that's not going to be easy. You're going to need a van, you're going to need multiple people, or some sort of trailer. It's not going to be easy. I would imagine the most common way that people would want to steal motorcycles is to either cut any sort of security and wheel the bike away, or even ride it away. So while I am aware that they can either take the front wheel off, the rear wheel off, that does kind of render wheeling the bike away in the most easiest way kind of awkward. So I do a lot of touring. I am a blood biker, so I'm often parking my bike in sort of car parks and out in the open in sort of places where maybe I wouldn't typically like to leave it. So I've always been a little bit worried. What kind of brought it home for me was last time I was on tour in August. I saw plenty of bikes. A lot of them didn't even have the steering locks on, and it just made me a little bit nervous, especially when I saw a video from a chap, I can't think of his name now. If I can find the video, I'll put a link down below, but he's done a lot of videos of touring on his R1300GS adventure. I think he went to Morocco on it. Anyway, recent-ish, his son passed his motorcycle test, and they went on their first sort of father-son tour. And I think his bike got nicked within the first day of being in France. I think they pulled up into the hotel car park. They went inside with, you know, some of the bags. I don't know if he locked, I don't know if he actually had a lock on the bike at that point. But the point is, they got away with it, you know, in minutes. So I want to have the best. Now, I think this lock is currently $149.99 on LITELOK's website, which that does sound a lot, but the cost of one of these is like 22k, which I think is a bargain for something that is, you know, quite proven to resist most attacks. Now, I know John on Bennett's Bike Social, he does mention picking and the lock picking lawyer, and I also watched the lock picking lawyer's, you know, videos, and I think he highlighted that sort of attack, while possible, is not the most likely. So with that out of the way, I don't have a discount code, unfortunately, for these. I think they're worth, you know, certainly what I've seen so far, they're worth every penny. But I do have an affiliate link down in the description. So if you do want to buy one, it would be really helpful if you could use that link. So let's just have a quick look at what you get in the box, which is going to be quite straightforward, and then I'll show you how I've been locking it on my bike. So in the box, quite straightforward, the lock itself, 2 keys, a nice, you know, soft neoprene cover. I can't say it. And a card with all the information that you need on it, that it is baronium, which I believe is something fused into the metal. So that is everything we get in there. So pretty straightforward. Now, one thing I think I will do in the future, I know LITELOK do a sort of loop lock that's more of a wire type one. Because the one limitation with this is, although it will fit through the front wheel on my R1300GS, I can't lock it to anything. So I'm going to keep this in my top box or one of the panniers to try and keep the weight as low as I can, because I think this is like 1.6 kilos or, you know, something like that, and I think the X3 is like 2.1 kilos. I might have those weights ever so slightly wrong, you know, wrong, but it is a very, very, you know, tough and heavy lock. So yeah, I should probably get one of the you know, one of those loop locks. So I'll put this through the front wheel, and I'll, you know, get one of those other locks to loop through the rear wheel and maybe the subframe. So yeah, let's have a look at how it goes on the bike, and that will be it, really. So assuming I can do this without completely blocking the camera's view, the way I've been using this is to go through the brake disc, through the center hub of the wheel itself, and then out the other side, and then lock it on like that. Unfortunately, it's too thick. It's not quite wide enough that I can actually get it completely around the wheel through here. But I would say that is equally as secure. So yeah, that's the video, really. Hard to review something without trying to absolutely obliterate it, but like I said, you know, others have tried and done far worse things to it than I can. I actually want to use this lock, so I'm not going to try to take an angle grinder to it. I'll leave that for people who are far more sort of capable. And I hope it's that kind of thing. You know, I hope I never know how good this lock is. And also, like I said, nothing guarantees your bike is never going to get stolen, or somebody isn't at least going to try. But from what I've seen, these locks are pretty resistant to most destructive attacks, so I have faith that it's going to keep my pride and joy safe. So once again, thank you to the folks at LITELOK for sending that out, and yeah, it'll be coming with me everywhere from now on. Just want to say a massive thank you. My subscriber count has gone through the roof recently, so I cannot thank you enough. It's quite overwhelming, in fairness, that people are interested in listening to me stammering on and repeating myself. So thank you very much. And yeah, anyone new, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video.